Well, Bruno, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for your time. Only 7 games in, but I suppose in some ways it felt like a bit of a roller coaster season already with ups and downs. And after that win over Sunderland, would you say at this moment in time that there is a bit of a renewed sense of optimism around Carrington at the moment?
No, obviously we didn't start the season in the way we wanted. We wanted to have more points. Everyone is aware of that. We couldn't get the wins that we should, and we wanted to have more points in the league. But that's in the past, and now we can look at the past and think that it's going to change something for the next game. We just have to go to the next game and try to win as we do in every game.
Well, saying that, you are 2 points better off than you were at this stage last season. Does it feel like this is a side that is making progress?
No, as I said, I don't look at the past because it's not going to change nothing if we are 2 points ahead now. Like, we want to finish with much more points that we finished last year. That's the main thing, and we want to approach every game to win, and this is no different.
When you talk about what success would look like this season, how are you talking about it? What is the ambition? What are you aiming for exactly?
It's to win every game we are included. That's all the aim, always the aim for this club, and for ourselves has to be that. I think every game you have ahead of you, it needs to be something that we need to look up in a very serious way, because in this league every game matters, every point matters. So our aim for this season to be successful is to go to the next game and win it.
Do you frame though the bigger picture, perhaps your bigger targets, as finishing top half or in Europe, or do you actually find that quite unhelpful?
No, as I said, obviously we know the aim of the club for many years is to win. Is to win the Premier League, is to win all the competitions we are included. But as I said, if I start looking at the past, I will be doing something wrong for us, something that will not be very positive for us to look at. And so the aim for this season is to go game by game and think one thing at a time, because at the end of the season we will make counts and see where we are.
Well, I can hear you. You're very keen to look forward and what's to come in the future. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has spoken over the international break and very publicly given his backing to Rúben Amorim, and that he really does see him potentially quite long term here. What did you make of that?
No, I think it's good for the club to give some stability. We all know, and I think the manager spoke a lot about that. Results make a manager stay or not, and the manager is very aware of that. The players are very aware that we need to improve and to win games, also to help the manager to be more stable and to be more confident of what we can do in the moment and in the future. I think the club needs stability. That's the main thing, I think, from Sir Jim, that he wants to pass through everyone, and we always spoke about giving them time. So I think sometimes you need to look at the bigger picture, and obviously from the club side they need to do that. And as a player and as a group of players, we believe that the manager can help this club to get back where it belongs.
Does it feel like a vote of confidence in the project and what you're doing here with the manager as a team?
Yeah, of course. I don't know what's the aim of Sir Jim to say that and to give that interview. I think is to pass some confidence to the club, to the team, to the staff, also to make it look that we are in a good path, not in the path we want still, but we are in a good path, and we just want to improve that. And if Sir Jim sees that as the same way as we players see that the manager is the right one for the job, he makes it better. Then we have two group of people looking in the same way.
What do you think it might do for the external noise around Rúben Amorim and the ever-ending pressure it seems like he's under, that he's only ever one game away from this crisis every time?
Yeah, but any manager that will come here will be one game away of a crisis anyway, because at this club is always like that. If you win a game, it looks like you're going to win the league. If you lose a game, it looks like you're going to get a cloud into the club that is not going to go anymore. So we have players that are aware of the dimension of the club and how it works. So we don't need this around us. What we need is to know what we're doing, what we want to achieve in the long term, and what we want to achieve for the next game. That's the aim for every player. It needs to be, because, as I said, this club will be at any time, in any moment, every manager will be under pressure when they get a bad result, and obviously Our manager is no different for that, but is very prepared for that, and he knows how big of a challenge the challenge this is, and I think he's very prepared for that.
The system, do you think we talk about it too much?
If you don't win games, you will talk about anything. So you talk about the players, you talk about the system, you try to find problems.
Is that fair though, or unfair really, that you are so heavily judged just by what the result is?
I don't know. That's on the person that speaks out about, and we can't do anything about that. Obviously, we have everyone has a different way of thinking about football. Everyone has their own tactics. Everyone thinks this player is better than that one, and obviously from the outside it will be always easier to see it. And you don't see the day by day. You don't see how the people behave in training. You don't see many of the things that we do during the week that make the manager make some decisions and play some players. So I wouldn't say that it's unfair or whatever, because people have their right to have their own opinion and think differently. But there are many other teams that play in the same system and win. So I don't think it is the system or it is the players. It's just the moment and the other teams that adapt well. We played against Sunderland with the back three, and they had to make a sub in the first half to adapt to us because they couldn't find a way of pressing us. So it always depends who you approach and you face, and the way they face the way we play. And if you do the right things in the right way, sometimes you're going to cause troubles to teams, and it could be with a 3-4-3, with a 3-5-2, with a 4-3-3, whatever you want, because every team has problems in their way. We facing Liverpool that plays in a 4-3-3 and have problems in the last 3 games, and it could be the system, it could not be the system, it could be the players, it could be anything else.
I suppose though, when you have those results, things aren't going your way, with the key role that you are playing in this deeper position within that system, does it weigh quite heavily on you personally?
No, playing for this club it's massive, but at the same time it's a big privilege. So it doesn't change by the position. It will be always the same. And I said this when I was in my time in Portugal. Now that I had to talk also, I love to play football. Anywhere in the pitch, I love to play football, and I will always give the best of my abilities to help the team. And if the manager thinks at this moment in time or in any different game he thinks this position will be better for you because you will help the team more here that you will help there, I will make it, because it's about the result, the end result and the end product for the team and not for myself. What I need to look at is that if the team is playing well and doing the right things in the way we want, and I'm helping there in the way the manager wants me to do, why I should change my position.
Are you enjoying it though, I suppose is the question that people are wondering?
I enjoy, as I said, I enjoy playing football. You can put me anywhere on the pitch. If you want me to play wing back, goalkeeper, centre back, I will do the best of my abilities. Obviously, everyone has a favourite position to play, but my role doesn't change that much, and probably being in that position I get more involved in the game. I touch more the ball, I can serve more my players up front, like probably not with the assist but with the ball that go through the lines for them to create something. So it's very important to have someone behind you that is very able of doing that. And in my time when I was doing so well here as a 10, I had Matic that was great at doing that, I had Paul that was great at doing that, and that's why I grew a lot and I was so good and I was getting a lot of balls and create a lot for my teammates because the ball was coming from there. And now I've Casa that is very good at doing that with one touch. Manu, if we play him there, we know that he's going to be more a player that is going to hunt the ball and recover for us. Kobe is a player that we know that he's going to break the lines with driving the ball with the power he has and also the ability in tight spaces to get away from players. So we have different qualities there that can help the team, and then it's on the manager to choose the one that he thinks will be better for each game. Yeah,
I suppose as you're saying that everyone's playing their part, aren't they? But for you personally, again, it's a bit of a shift, isn't it? You know, I think the happiest we've seen you, the most smiley, is when you're scoring, you're assisting, you're directly involved in those attacking plays. Has it been a bit of a shift for you, a bit of an adjustment in that sense, that perhaps you're not on the score sheet as much, you're not directly assisting as much as you were?
I could have 4 goals already in the league. I missed 2 penalties, so I will still be in there, you know. So I don't think, obviously it changed because I'm a little bit deeper than I was last year, for example, that I played more in the left hand side or right hand side. But still the manager gives me a lot of freedom when we get into the final third. He wants me to get more into that 10 position, to be close from the box, to get more shots, to get the chance of creating from there. So it's then obviously it comes when we need to be more brave in pin teams back, and then we'll give the ability of the number 8 or the number 6, normally with me and Kobe being the ones that go more up and down. So we'll give more the ability of us to get into that 10 position, to then play from there and have the 6 trying to hold all the counterattacks with the 3 defenders in the back. So we just have to be more capable of getting into the final third and then play from there. And then me and Kobe will be more able to be in that final third position to assist, give the goals to the team and everything. Everyone wants to score goals, everyone wants to assist, because it's the main thing of the game. But as a group of players, the main thing of the game is win games. So that's all I want.
And what a win it would be if you did manage to beat Liverpool this weekend. I suppose it's not often teams go to Anfield and really sense an opportunity, but with 3 defeats in all competitions, is that what you're sensing? This is a real chance for Manchester United.
Wouldn't have changed anything if Liverpool have won their last 3 games. We always go there to try to win the game, knowing that Anfield is one of the most difficult places to go in the Premier League, and even more as a Man United player, because we know the rivalry and everything. But wouldn't have changed anything for us if Liverpool have won 3 games. Obviously, knowing that they are not in a great moment, but teams need to get out of that moment too, and so they will be very eager to get the result as much as we will be. So you won't change the dynamic of the game, won't change the way we will approach the game and the way Liverpool will approach the game. I don't think will change nothing. So we're going to see 2 teams that want to win, and hopefully, I hope my side will get that.
Are you quite surprised at the week or so that they had before the international break? I mean, I think from our perspective, with the way they started, no one could have guessed that this would happen. But win at the weekend, you're just 2 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah, but as I said, it doesn't change nothing. It's still early in the season, and teams will lose points, will drop points in some moments. Obviously, the Premier League is very tough, and every opponent that you have in front of you, it's very difficult to approach. Crystal Palace is having a great beginning of the season, so not easy to go to Palace and play there. We know the qualities they have as a group of players, and then they had a big game against Chelsea that was also not in a great moment and need to get a response from that. And the game was very tight, but obviously Chelsea got away with a big goal from Caicedo, and then the goal at the end of the game. So I think it's unfair to say that Liverpool now is in a bad moment, because they still 1 point away from Arsenal, or 2 points away. They're still there in the top of the league. So we just have to approach this game looking at ourselves and thinking that we need points to get closer where we want to be, and to be more higher on the table. And at the same time, because we want to approach every game to win it, and this is no difference between playing Liverpool or anyone else in the league.
And it will be the first time in a footballing capacity that you've been back to Anfield since the passing of Diogo Jota. Of course, you went there around the time of what was such a tragic time. Just how emotional will this be for you?
No, obviously it's difficult and sad to not have your national teammate there, playing against him, played many times against him, not only with the Liverpool shirt but also with the Wolves shirt. It will be difficult, because I know how much the fans love the way Diogo was, as everyone loved, because he was a quiet but a funny character inside the dressing room, and obviously will be a difficult moment, but I want to remember the good things and the good moments he had there, and obviously it's not with us in presence, but he will be there in some way.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time today. Good luck at the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.